This is Talanta Stadium, Kenya's future home of football and one of the country's biggest infrastructure projects. But while millions of people admire its massive roof, modern design, and world-class facilities, there is one part of this stadium that has sparked an unexpected national debate: the grass. Some people say the pitch is failing. Others believe everything is progressing normally. Some blame the type of grass. Others blame the soil, drainage, fertilizer, or even the stadium roof. So who is right? Is it Talanta Stadium facing a serious problem? Or are we simply witnessing the normal process of building a world-class football pitch? Today, we are investigating the science hidden beneath every blade of grass. We'll uncover why modern stadium pitches cost millions to build, why some grasses survive while others fail, and why the most important part of the stadium may actually be the part most people never see. When most people look at football pitch, they see grass. Engineers see something completely different. A modern stadium pitch is a carefully engineered system designed to provide the perfect balance of strength, drainage, moisture, and playing quality. Beneath the green surface lies multiple layers of gravel, specially graded sand, root-zone material, drainage pipes, and an advanced irrigation network, all working together to keep the turf healthy. If even one of these layers isn't performing as intended, the grass above it can struggle no matter how much water or fertilizer is applied. That's why growing a stadium pitch isn't the same as growing grass in a backyard. It's a long-term engineering process that demands careful planning, regular maintenance, and patience. But before we can understand what's happening at Talanta Stadium, we first need to answer a much bigger question. Why did they choose this type of grass in the first place? When people talk about Talanta Stadium's pitch, one question comes up again and again. Why not just use Kikuyu grass? Kikuyu grass is one of the most common grasses in Kenya. It's tough, grows quickly, recovers well after damage, and thrives in our climate. That's why you'll find it in many homes, parks, and even some football fields across the country. But when it comes to elite football, many modern stadiums around the world prefer a different variety: Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass is prized because it creates a dense, even playing surface that allows the ball to roll faster and more consistently. It also recovers quickly after matches and can withstand heavy use when maintained properly. That's why it's commonly used in many professional stadiums, especially in warm climates. However, there is a catch. Bermuda grass is far more demanding than Kikuyu grass. It requires precise irrigation, careful fertilization, regular mowing, proper drainage, and enough sunlight to establish a healthy root system. If any of these conditions are less than ideal during establishment, growth can become uneven. Some sections may appear greener than others, and patches can take longer to fill in. That doesn't automatically mean the pitch has failed. In many newly constructed stadiums, turf takes weeks or even months of careful management before it reaches the quality expected for international football. Was choosing Bermuda grass the wrong decision? Not necessarily. The real challenge isn't just the grass itself. It's whether the entire stadium environment is helping the grass thrive. And that brings us to one of the biggest hidden challenges facing modern stadiums: the roof. Ironically, one of Talanta Stadium's greatest architectural features would also become one of its biggest maintenance challenges: its massive roof. Modern stadium roofs are designed to protect spectators from the sun and rain. They improve comfort, enhance the stadium's appearance, and create an incredible atmosphere on a match day. But they also reduce the amount of direct sunlight reaching parts of the playing surface. Grass depends on sunlight to produce energy through photosynthesis. That energy is what helps it to grow, develop strong roots, and recover after matches. If certain areas receive less sunlight than others, the grass in those sections may establish more slowly or appear less vibrant, especially while the pitch is still maturing. This isn't unique to Talanta Stadium. Many modern stadiums around the world face the same challenge because of their large roofs and enclosed designs. To help overcome this, some stadiums use specialized grow lights. These systems provide additional light to areas that spend long periods in the shade, helping the grass to continue growing even when natural sunlight is limited. Whether Talanta Stadium will require similar technology or rely on other turf management methods remain to be seen. Groundkeepers have several tools at their disposal, including careful irrigation, fertilization, mowing schedules, and where needed, supplemental lighting. So, if the roof isn't necessarily the problem, what lies beneath the grass might even be more important. Because beneath every world-class football pitch is an invisible engineering system that most fans never see, but every groundkeeper depends on. Let's dig beneath the surface. When fans enter a stadium, they see a beautiful green pitch. But beneath that grass lies one of the most advanced engineering systems in the entire stadium. A modern football pitch isn't simply built on soil. Instead, it's constructed layer by layer, with each level serving a specific purpose. At the very bottom are drainage pipes. Their job is to quickly carry away excess water after every rain. Above that sits a layer of clean gravel, which helps water move freely. Next comes specially graded sand, and a carefully prepared root zone mix that balances drainage with moisture retention. Finally, the grass is established on top of this engineered foundation. Imagine a heavy downpour during a major football match. Without a proper drainage, water will collect on the surface, making the pitch slippery, slowing the ball and increasing the risk of injuries. A well-designed drainage system allows rainwater to move through the pitch and away from the playing surface, helping matches continue even in the challenging weather. But drainage is only part of the story. The roots also need the right balance of oxygen, water and nutrients. Too much water can reduce oxygen around the roots, while too little can stress the grass. Maintaining that balance is one of the biggest responsibilities of stadium groundkeeping team. As Talanta Stadium moves closer to completion, the condition of its pitch will depend not only on the grass itself, but also on how effectively these hidden systems perform together. This is why professional stadium pitches aren't judged after a few weeks. They require time, careful monitoring, and continuous maintenance before they reach match-ready standards. Talanta Stadium is still under construction. That means its pitch is also in the establishment phase, where careful monitoring and maintenance are essential. Like every elite stadium before it, the true test will come when the grass has fully matured and the stadium begins hosting competitive matches. So is Talanta Stadium grass a cause for concern, or are we simply watching the normal development of a professional football pitch? After examining the science, the engineering, and the regional comparisons, it's time for the verdict. So after looking at the science, the engineering, and the comparisons with other stadiums across East Africa, what can we conclude? First, growing a world-class football pitch is far more complicated than simply planting grass. Every blade depends on a carefully engineered system beneath the surface. The right amount of sunlight, proper irrigation, balanced nutrition, and continuous maintenance. Second, Bermuda grass can produce an outstanding playing surface, but only when it's managed correctly. It demands patience, expertise, and consistent care, especially during the establishment phase. And finally, Talanta Stadium is still a project under development. That means the pitch is also part of an ongoing process. Based on publicly visible progress alone, it's too early to make a definitive judgment about the final quality of the playing surface. The real test will come once construction is complete, the turf has fully matured, and the stadium begins hosting a competitive matches. What is clear, however, is that Talanta Stadium represents one of the most ambitious sports infrastructure projects Kenya has ever undertaken. If the pitch reaches the standard the project aims for, it will provide a stage worthy of both local football and major international tournaments. What do you think? Is Bermuda grass still the right choice for Kenya's biggest stadium? Or should future stadiums consider grasses that are naturally adapted to our climate? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, and they often inspire future investigations just like this one. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the engineering behind Africa's mega projects, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Urban Explorer, and turn on notifications. I am Victor, and I'll see you in the next exploration.